Hello everyone, this is Grizel and I'm back with another video for this week. This week's video is going to be about question 12, application number 2, application problem, factor completely 8t to the third power minus 4t to the second power minus 40t using the AC method. Be sure to explain your steps, then create a problem for someone else to factor using the AC method. Alright, so let's start with step 1. Step 1 is multiply A and C. As you can see here, I color-coded each of these values to correspond with the A, B, and C. So, we are going to grab A, which is 8, multiply it by C, which is negative 40, and we will get negative 320. Now that we know this, we're going to grab this value and carry it on to step 2. Step 2 is list all the multiplication combos that equal negative 320, which is the 8 times C value. Then check which combo equals B when added. So let me zoom out a little more. Alright, I'm gonna go here. Alright, so as you can see here, we got the negative 320 and then the list of values that equal negative 320 when multiplied together. So you could pause the video and review each one. But if you have already noticed, I bolded this one for a reason. So we're going to go on to this side right here, which is the negative 4. This is where we got to see which of these multiplication values, combos, would equal negative 4 when added. So first value that we got here is the plus or minus 319. If you haven't seen this sign before, it literally means that this value could be a positive 319 or a negative 319. So for the rest of the values, you see here that they are not equaling negative 4 until you got to here, the green values. So the reason why this is bold is because these values were promising when you add them together compared to the rest. So when you go over here, you grab this first combo and you do negative 20 plus 16, which equals negative 4, and that is what we're looking for. So this combo right here is the one that we're going to go with for the next step. And as you can see on this side right here, this is the combo right here, and you could see that that didn't work out since it was a positive 4. So let's go on to step 3 using these values. Step 3 is rewrite the trinomial and replace b with the new values. So the old equation was 8t to the third power minus 4t to the second power minus 40t. The new equation, including the new values that we got from the previous step, it's going to be now 8t to the third power minus 20t to the second power plus 16t to the second power minus 40t. And you could see that, the minus 20 and the positive 16 from the previous step here. Now that we know this equation, we're going to continue on to step 4. Step 4 is separate similar terms into two groups and factor out the greatest common factor in both. So let's go down here, zoom out more. Alright, so we have our new equation here, and I grabbed this one and then brought it over here since we're going to start with the first group that we made. So the first group is going to be that 8t to the third power minus 20t to the second power. Now we're going to look for the greatest common factors of both values. So for the 8 and the 20, their greatest common factor between the two is the 4. So that's why it's in bold. And then for the t to the third power and t to the second power, what they have in common are two t's. So the greatest common factor for the group here is 4t to the second power. So now that we know the greatest common factor, we got to divide it for both values up here. So now we get 8t to the third power divided by 4t to the second power would equal 2t. and then negative 20t to the second power divided by 4t to the second power would equal negative 5. So this would make 4t to the second power times 2t minus 5. So that is the first group's factored, the first group that's factored out. Now we're going on to the next group. This is the second group. Second group is the 16t to the second power minus 40t. Now the greatest common factor between the 16 and the 40 is 8. And then the greatest common factor between the t to the second power and t is just 1t. So the greatest common factor would be 8t. And then we divide this 8t with the values. 16t to the second power divided by 8t would equal 2t, and then negative 40t divided by 8t equals negative 5, which would equal the factor 8t times 2t minus 5. Now that we know both of these factors, we're going to bring them on to the next step. Next step is going to be step 5. Rewrite the GCF of both groups, factor out 2t minus 5, and rewrite again. So we just removed the second, or the first 2t minus 5, and we just take that out and then combine these two values together. So it would be 4t squared plus 8t times 2t minus 5. But now we know this factor right here is still, like, we could still factor it out more. We could factor it out further. So step 6 is going to be factor out the GCF of 4t squared plus 8t and rewrite again, pretty much. So, all right. Whew. Sorry, guys. All right. So, okay. So, okay. So then now we have the new equation being brought down here, and we're going to factor out this part. So now it's going to be, we're going to take the greatest common factor of those. So 4 and 8, their greatest factor is 4, and then the greatest common factor of these two between the t to the second power and t is only 1t. So the GCF of the total group is going to be 4t. We're going to divide 4t by the values, and then it's going to be 4t to the second power divided by 4t would equal 2, and then 8t divided by 4t equals 2. That would make the new factor 4t times t plus 2. And now we're going to input that new factor into the old equation. We now don't have this. It's going to be now this, the 4t times 2 plus t plus 2 times 2t minus 5. And you know, this could be the answer just like it is, but I wanted to rearrange it to be 4t times 2t minus 5 times 2, oh my goodness, my apologies, t plus 2. So that is the answer for this problem, but we have to check it, of course, to make sure it is correct. So step 7 would be check your answer by multiplying the two factors and use the FOIL method first, outside, inside, and last. So we're going to grab this answer and we're going to bring it back down here. And we're going to start by multiplying the first value, or the first factor. So when we're multiplying it together, it will equal the 8t to the second power minus 20t. And then we're going to bring down this value all the way back right down here. Oh my goodness. Let me not right here. There you go. That's better. So yeah, so now we could use the FOIL method. The FOIL method is going to be like so. It's that 8t squared times t plus 8t squared times 2 plus negative 20t times t plus negative 20t times 2. So yeah, that's pretty much, it's like this, your times that, then your times that, and then you do the same with the second value, and it's like that pretty much. So then it would equal the 8t to the third power plus 16t squared minus 20t squared minus 40t. And then when you put these values together, it would equal the 8t to the third power minus 4t to the second power minus 40t. And that is the original problem we started with, which means the answer 4t times 2t minus 5 times 2 plus t plus 2 is correct. So this is the correct answer for this problem. Now, my application problem that I made for anyone who wants to try it out is factor completely g squared plus 24g plus 95 using the AC method. And if you solved it, please let me know and I could let you know if you got it right or wrong. So thank you all for watching. I hope this video helped anyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!